All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I am Tanvi Taneja. The headlines. Central Vigilance Commission suggests systematic improvements after analysing top 100 bank frauds. Women and Child Development Minister Maneka Gandhi says a victim of child sexual abuse can file a complaint at any time irrespective of present age. Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana to create 10 lakh jobs in health and insurance sector. United States announces fresh sanctions against Iran targeting bank and investment companies. And in sports, Sameer Verma, Kidambi Srikanth and Saina Nehwal advance to the second round of Denmark Open Badminton Tournament at Odense. The Central Vigilance Commission, CVC, has suggested systematic improvements in the banking sector after analysing the top 100 bank frauds till last year. Sharing the details, Vigilance Commissioner Dr. T.M. Bhasin said the study was done in 13 sectors comprising gems and jewellery, manufacturing, agro sector, aviation, service sector, trading sector, IT, export sector, fixed deposits and demand loan. He said with a view to maintaining discreetness, the names of borrower accounts and the names of the banks have not been disclosed in the report. He said, however, steps are being taken for all-encompassing actions such as investigation, fixing staff accountability and recovery measures for effective action. Our correspondent has the details.
The measures suggested by the Commission include a strengthening of standard operating procedures, monitoring system, and also highlighting the role of controlling offices so as to examine the aspect of quality of business. Dr. Bhasin said the analytical study was initiated by the Commission as a preventive vigilance measure to minimize the occurrence of such type of frauds in future. He said RBI has also confirmed that inputs given by the Commission are very useful and will be used for systematic improvements to mitigate the risk. Dr. Bhasin said the intention of the Commission is to bring about awareness among the field functionaries by enhancing their knowledge towards the existing lapses. Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
Women and Child Development Minister Maneka Gandhi has said that a victim of child sexual abuse can file a complaint at any time, irrespective of his or her present age. She urged the victims to report the cases through the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences, POCSO e-Box. The minister said often children are unable to report such crimes as the perpetrator in most cases is either a family member, a relative or a closely known person. Mrs. Gandhi said studies have also shown that the child continues to carry the trauma of sexual abuse till very late in life. According to an official release, the ministry had recently consulted the Law Ministry, which advised that there appears no period of limitation mentioned in the provision with regard to reporting of the offences under the POCSO Act 2012. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with the BJP booth workers of Hoshangabad, Chatra, Pali, Ghazipur and Mumbai North this evening through the Namo app. Mr. Modi will interact with them under the program Mera Booth Sabse Mazboot. The filing of nomination process for the assembly elections has begun in Chhattisgarh. The Election Commission yesterday issued a notification for the first phase of polling for 18 constituencies in the state to be held on 12th of November. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Following the Supreme Court verdict, voters will now be able to read and view past criminal record of all candidates through the print and television media. Chief Electoral Officer of Chhattisgarh, Subrat Sahu said that it is mandatory for the candidates to publicize their past criminal record in newspaper with large circulation and also to be aired on television channels. The recognized political parties and registered non-recognized political parties should also have to publish a declaration in their websites about pending criminal cases and punishment of the candidates who are contesting elections. These details would also have to be publicized through newspapers and television by the concerned political parties. Vikalp Shukla, AIR News, Raipur.
In a move aimed at promoting digital transactions, the Reserve Bank of India has released operational guidelines to facilitate payments among prepaid instruments, PPI, such as mobile wallets. The guidelines released yesterday elaborate on requirements for achieving interoperability for mobile wallets and cards and norms for customer protection and grievance redressal. According to the notification of the Apex Bank, interoperability among mobile wallets and between bank account and e-wallets would be enabled through the Unified Payments Interface UPI system. The interoperability shall be facilitated to all KYC compliant PPI accounts and entire acceptance infrastructure. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website www.newsonair.nic.in. Ayushman Bharat Chief Executive Officer Indu Bhushan has said that 10 lakh jobs will be created in the health and insurance sector under the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Addressing an event in New Delhi yesterday, he said the scheme is going to improve the quality of healthcare in public services and also in the private sector. Talking to AIR this morning, Dr. Bhushan said most of the jobs will be created in semi-urban and rural areas.
जो हमारा बॉटम 40% लोग हैं, अगर उनका हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन रेट बढ़ता है तो उससे हमको अधिक जो स्वास्थ्य क्षेत्र में कर्मचारी हैं, डॉक्टर्स हैं और उसके अलावा इंश्योरेंस सेक्टर में और उसके अलावा जो बाकी इसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए जो हमारे आरोग्य मित्र हैं, सब मिला के जब ये पूरी स्कीम इम्प्लीमेंट होगी तो करीब 10 लाख लोगों को इसमें एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिलेगा। ये जो रोजगार मिलेंगे ज्यादातर टियर 2, टियर 3 में मिलेंगे और ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में मिलेंगे।
Union Minister of Commerce and Industry Suresh Prabhu has said that the government is preparing a plan for manufacturing airplanes in India as the country will have 100 new airports in the next 15 years with an investment of $65 billion. He was speaking at the 98th annual session of the Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India, ASSOCHAM, in New Delhi yesterday. Mr. Prabhu also said the centre will ensure that the country continues to grow in all areas, including trade and commerce, despite global challenges. The centre has taken various steps towards effective implementation of the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana PMMY across the country. This includes intensive publicity campaigns, simplification of application forms, credit guarantee scheme, among others. The scheme is benefiting unemployed persons and making them self-reliant. The scheme is giving a helping hand to such people in Andhra Pradesh. Here is a ground report from our Vijayawada correspondent.
As many as 45 crores have been distributed to 41,000 upcoming small entrepreneurs in Prakasam district alone. Anji Reddy, a beneficiary from Ongole town in Prakasam district, said that
I could get loan from Mudra Yojana without any problem. With this, I could run a tiffin center cum bakery. With Mudra loan already sanctioned, I could employ 2 more unemployed in my bakery, and I am thankful for the Mudra Yojana.
One more successful beneficiary is Jakir Hussain, a tailor from Gaddalagunta, Ongole in Prakasam district.
I am Jakir. I could get Mudra loan last year. With this loan amount, I could purchase a saving machine. With the new machine, I could earn good amount and I am leading a happy life.
No doubt, the Mudra Yojana is giving lot of support and monetary benefit to the upcoming small entrepreneurs to stand on their own feet. Dr. G. Kondalrao, RNU, Vijayawada.
The 6th India International Silk Fair has begun at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi. Textiles Minister Smriti Irani inaugurated the 3-day event yesterday. The fair is witnessing a participation of 108 exhibitors from all over the country, including 10 from Northeast and 9 from Jammu and Kashmir. The ministry said 147 buyers registered their presence in the fair yesterday, and the largest contingent of buyers is from Vietnam, followed by Sri Lanka, Australia, Kuwait and Egypt. The exhibition is expected to generate business of over $20 million. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu will leave for Brussels in Belgium today to attend the 12th Asia-Europe Meeting ASEM Summit. Mr. Naidu will lead the Indian delegation at the 2-day summit beginning tomorrow. Our correspondent has filed this report.
The biennial event with the theme Global Partners for Global Challenges is the highest platform for dialogue and cooperation between Asia and Europe in the areas of trade, investment, security and tourism. This will also be the first multilateral summit that Vice President will be attending after taking office in August last year. Besides one-to-one meeting with the King of the Belgians, Vice President will have bilateral meetings with various heads of state on the sidelines of the summit. Vice President Naidu will also address the Indian diaspora at Jain Cultural Center and offer a floral tribute at a sculpture of Mahatma Gandhi at Antwerp in Brussels. Tariq Ratri, AR News, New Delhi.
India has been ranked as the 58th most competitive economy on the World Economic Forum's Global Competitiveness Index for 2018. The WEF said India's rank rose by 5 places from 2017, the largest gain among G20 economies. According to the report, the top performers in the upper and lower middle income brackets, India is catching up with or even outperforming the average among high income economies. The United States Treasury has announced fresh sanctions on Iran targeting banks and investment companies. The new sanctions focus on the Bank Milaz and Mehr Eqtisad Bank. According to an announcement made yesterday, the U.S. is also imposing sanctions on Iran Tractor Manufacturing Company, a steel company, and others linked to investment, commodities and engineering. The announcement comes 2 weeks before the U.S. administration reimposes some of the U.S.'s severe sanctions against Iran, including its oil sector. This second round of sanctions are forthcoming on 4th of November. A first round of U.S. sanctions took effect in August, targeting Iran's access to the US dollar, metals trading, coal, industrial software and auto sector. In sports, Sameer Verma, Kidambi Srikanth and Saina Nehwal have advanced to the second round of the Denmark Open Badminton Tournament at Odense. In the men's singles event, Srikanth defeated Denmark's Hans Christian Vittingas in 35 minutes with a scoreline of 21-16, 21-10 to cruise into the next round, while Verma entered the second round overcoming China's Shi Yuki 21-17, 21-18 in 44 minutes. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is sharing the rendition of Mahatma Gandhi's favourite bhajan, Vaishnav Jan To Tene Kahiye, by different singers around the world. In a tweet message last evening, Mr. Modi shared the version of Gandhiji's favourite bhajan by singers of China, Canada, Cameroon, Hungary and Brunei. To see these videos, please visit our website newsonair.nic.in and our Twitter handle @AIRNewsAlerts. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Anuja Kumar.
Thank you, Tanvi. Several newspapers today have prominently highlighted the tense situation in Kerala with the opening of the shrine gates to the Lord Ayyappa temple at Sabrimala in the pretext of the Supreme Court allowing women of all ages to enter the shrine. Sabrimala on the boil as temple gates open today, headlines the Hindustan Times. The Indian Express writes Kerala on edge, CM holds his ground, gender equality, law. The paper adds, women check cars, say temple entry by women only over our bodies. With 2 Goa Congress MLAs quitting the party to join BJP, the DNA in its lead story writes, eye on polls, Congress and BJP open arms for party hoppers. The Hindu says, Shiv MLA Manvendra Singh to join Congress today. The Times of India's lead headline reads, ex-MP's son brandishes gun at City Hotel, threatens to shoot couple. The paper writes that the accused son of a BSP MP goes missing, may flee to Nepal. Following over a dozen sexual harassment complaints fired against Union Minister M.J. Akbar, the statesman highlights oust Akbar, chorus grows as more women speak out. In a related development, NSUI president quits over sexual harassment charges, headlines the Asian Age. And finally, the Hindustan Times writes, first biofuel-blended Indian Air Force plane to take flight soon. The paper says, with bioaviation fuel blended with turbine fuel, the IAF expects its fuel bill to drop by 10%. And with that, it's back to you, Tanvi.
Thank you, Anuja. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Central Vigilance Commission suggests systematic improvements after analysing top 100 bank frauds. Women and Child Development Minister Menaka Gandhi says a victim of child sexual abuse can file a complaint at any time, irrespective of present age. Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana to create 10 lakh jobs in health and insurance sector. United States announces fresh sanctions against Iran targeting banks and investment companies. And in sports, Sameer Verma, Kidambi Shrikant and Saina Nehwal advanced to the second round of Denmark Open Badminton Tournament at Odense. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.